Hey guys, how's it going? It's 7 in the morning, Mountain Standard Time. I'm waiting for the New York Stock Exchange market to open in 30 minutes. As you can see, the time here it's actually 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm gonna analyze the Euro USD, GBPUSD, NAS 100, and maybe gold. But I'm gonna stick to these three to see how they look like. So the first thing I did was identifying all the liquidities that we have. Actually, they've been like this since yesterday. I didn't touch them because there's no new liquidity grabbed. So we have this one, we have this one. I'm gonna remove this line as well. Let me remove these two as well. I'm gonna analyze the market in 1 hour and take my potential trades in 5 minutes time frame. So it actually, it's kind of fluctuating. The market is choppy. I can't clearly say whether it's uptrend or downtrend, but I gotta go to 5 minutes. But I'm pretty sure that the market has some places to go in order to grab all these liquidities and stop out buyers and sellers. So it's very important to identify the gaps and order blocks in order to kind of prevent getting stopped out. So right now in 5 minutes we can see that the market is creating lower lows and lower highs. So it's kind of downtrend, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So it's kind of downtrend. So we need to kind of find all the gaps that are available right now that can help us identify the trend. So right here I can see a gap here, because as you can see we had a huge drop. The price tried to come back to this zone, never tapped into the zone, so actually left a little bit of gap exactly right here. Let's see if we have more. So I thought this one is a gap too, but it's not a gap, and this one could be. Oh no, this one is tapped into. We also have liquidity here, so because it's the highest point, if you zoom out you see we have highest points and lowest points. So these are the places that retail traders put their stop losses, and banks and institutions love these spots because there's so much money here they can grab, and then they can move the market towards their desired direction. So far we have one order block right here. So it seems like the price is trying to kind of reach this level, but what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put my horizontal ray exactly right here, and then I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna set my alarm, so whenever the price reach this level I'm gonna get notified right here. So if I look left, we can see that there's so much gap here. Okay, so we can actually say that there's a high chance that the price is going to is actually trying to reach this level in order to fill in all this gap. So because if you can see here, we have an order block exactly right here, the beautiful one. It's a beautiful order block. We have gap exactly right here because after this huge spike it left a little bit of gap. The next candlestick candle couldn't tap into this zone, so it's actually right here. So we have this one which is really strong, and it has to be tapped into. So what I'm saying is that the price is probably trying to reach this level in order to fill in this zone. But if I want to find another order block, it's going to be, yeah, this is the strongest one, to be honest, because we had a huge spike, correction, continuation, and higher highs, higher lows, and this is a gap exactly right here, this gap. So that's why I'm saying that you got to pay attention to every single aspect, guys. But the reason we went to 1 hour time frame to kind of give it a hunch that where the market is heading to. But in this case I would say the market is kind of bearish because we also have a downtrend right here. See, I'm not really paying attention to this trend line. I'm just saying the market is kind of bearish. However, it could also be fluctuating. So we are a scalper. We don't really care about it. We just need to pay attention to all these order blocks and gaps we have that market wants to fill. But we have a huge drop here, if you see, in 1 hour. So this huge drop had a break of a structure and tried to retrace a little bit and then it's going downwards again. So that's why I'm saying I'm kind of bearish on Euro USD today, because we had a huge break of a structure, and break of a structure is exactly right here, because this is the lowest point. We had a break of a structure right here, this one. This is our swing low, and it's got actually broken into and tried to go back. It actually filled in this gap right here, and now it dropped again. So we can kind of say that this order block is kind of valid, and the reason is that we are in a bearish momentum. So this is for Euro USD. There's also a resistance line, a resistance level right here. So the price broke into this support line, which is now a resistance line, and try to do a little bit of correction, and now it's going to try to actually go down. However, it's not really valid, because this candle broke into this resistance line, so it means it's kind of choppy right now. It's indecisive. We have a big shadow here, we have a big shadow here. The price closed, they opened here exactly above this resistance level, so it's not really accurate to say that it's a break and retest. I personally trade only break and retest and supply and demand zones, so this one is a good example of break and retest. However, it's a low probability break and retest, because it's actually opened above this resistance level, and if you want to take a sell position, we definitely should get it somewhere around here. We gotta put our sell stop here, our stop loss here, and our TP could be somewhere even around here, because it's a very potential trade. So it's a 1 to 2 risk to reward trade. However, we gotta wait to see how it's gonna look like, but that's a really good thing. I can actually put my alarm, I set another alarm right here to kind of notify me what's going on. So this is for Euro USD. Let's head into, let me just save this one. Let's go to GBPUSD to see what this baby is doing. Okay, 1 hour, definitely a bullish trend. If you guys, if you still haven't watched my GBP pairs video in the last video that I talked about the potential trend that GBP is going to have, don't forget to do it. I'm gonna put a card above this video. You can find it in my playlist, GBP pairs, and it shows you literally how banks and institutions are manipulating the price and how retailers are getting stopped out constantly. So definitely a bullish trend. But if I want to find any gap right here, one of them could be this one exactly right here, which is for bearish, but I don't really I'm not really willing to take this one, because the market is bullish, and this one is a bearish momentum. So it's a bearish order block, I would say, not a bearish momentum, but I can see a very little gap in between. That's why I kind of drew my order block right here. I can't see anything else. It's kind of, everything's kind of tapped out. We also have a resistance level here, which is already got broken into. However, it retraced and actually broke it one more time, so it's invalid immediately. So let's go to 5 minutes to see what's ahead of us. Okay, so in 5 minutes, it's exactly the opposite of 1 hour. It's creating lower lows and lower highs, so it's kind of bearish. However, it doesn't stop us from trading a long or short, because we shouldn't be biased. But here we have a swing low, which is got broken into again. We have a swing low here, and it's actually, we had a break of a structure, correction, continuation. So if someone took their trade from here to here, that would be amazing. See, it's a 1 to 2 risk reward trade, which is awesome, because we had a huge break of a structure here. It's a huge one. I'm gonna put it here. It actually did a little bit of correction. However, it broke into it again, which kind of makes it low probability, but it dropped significantly. So I'm gonna remove this line. I'm gonna go for all the available gaps that we have. So we have this available gap right here, and if you pay close attention, you can see that we have a little bit of gap in this between the order block and this candle. We have a little bit of gap, and the market at the price tried to actually go back and tap into this zone, but it was never successful. So the second gap that we have was this one, which is already got broken, so it's actually made it invalid. We have not this one. I wanted to draw this one as an order block, but it's not, because we have a shadow here, and then the next candle opened inside the order block, so it makes it invalid again. So right now this is gonna be my bias. You know, we have this one right here. Let me just delete this, because I don't like to draw my order blocks in 1 hour time frame, because I'm not trading based on that. But we have a gap exactly right here. It's a huge one. See this huge candle that had a break of a structure? So the previous candle before that is actually what makes the order block, and we have a huge gap exactly right here. So this is exactly what we could see in 1 hour, but this is very, very specific. One more right here. Let me see this one here. Yep, gap right here. Let me find something else. No, we don't have anything. So see, we have 3 potential gaps that the market could react to, and we don't know which one is going to be our winner. So you gotta be patient. You gotta wait to see which one is our go-to trade. I'm gonna set my alarm here, create a new one. Let me just remove this, and now I'm just waiting for a price to tap into this zone or this zone or this zone based on the momentum that it's gonna give me, and then I can take my trade based on what I see. Okay, so this is for GBPUSD. It's bearish. You know, I'm waiting for a bearish trade as well. I'm a sell trade. However, we have our liquidity here. We have not really here, because I feel like it is already stopped out. See, if I put my support level here, it's kind of stopped out. So it already grabbed the liquidity right here, but we have liquidity here, we have liquidity here, and definitely here. So these are the places, as I said, liquidity means the spots and places that stop losses are for buyers and sellers, and banks and big institutions are always willing to go to those levels, or EURUSD, to stop out all the traders. So here we are, EURUSD tapped into our alarm, and let's see. Yep, it actually closed above this candle, but it's kind of late to get it. I'm gonna remove this line. We have a block right here. See this block? It's kind of late to get it here, guys. You gotta wait for this candle to see where it actually closes. So this candle is very, very important, but so far we have a gap here, and this is our order block. See, so I'm gonna wait to see how the market reacts, and then after that, let's see what happens. Okay, so far actually we had this breakout structure here. It tried to stop out all the buyers or sellers, no, buyers right here, and then the price is going to break this order block. So if you have a broken order block, it immediately becomes invalid. We don't even need to think about it. So we have this gap, and now we gotta wait for the next candle to see how it exactly reacts. I'm gonna go to 1 minute. We have a small gap here in 1 minute. It tried to reach to kind of tap into it, and then it started here. So it actually opened inside the order block, and we have a really good momentum. So I probably take it based on this candle right here, or I can wait for 5 minutes to see how it's going to look like. However, I can get it, I think I can get it right here. Okay, I just took my trade here because it was a very, very good momentum in 1 minute. I'm gonna put my stop loss here, my TP here. Let's see how it's going to work out. You know, if I get it stopped out, I get it stopped out. I wait for the next order block to kind of get it, or I simply, it's a very, very small amount in 1 minute because of my spread. However, I'm just gonna wait for it to see how it looks like. So it's a very small trade, very small trade, but I want to see whether this 1 minute time frame is going to work or not. So far it's good, it's not bad, it's respecting all the order block right here, but in 1 minute I can see a clear momentum right here. So this momentum kind of tempted me to take this trade, but if I get it stopped out somewhere around here, I wait for this gap here, because we still have more gaps to fill in. So it was kind of a risky trade, at the same time a very small trade, but I need to put my stop loss right here to kind of give it more room, and then put this one right here. Okay, so this is what I'm going to exactly get. It's not a one-to-one risk, it's almost a one-to-one, exactly one-to-one risk to reward ratio trade, but I'm trading in 1 minute, guys. As I said, I kind of changed my routine this morning, but it doesn't matter if I get it stopped out. We go for the next trade, and doesn't look really good. In this case, I probably need to wait for this order block right here. Okay, so far it's trying to reach my stop loss, but it's kind of reversing. We gotta wait for this candle to see how it reacts. But you know, if you remember, my stop loss was here. It was kind of too close to my entry because we have our order block here. As I said, you should always put your stop loss above or below your order block, otherwise it's not going to work out really good. So it's a very small trade. Let's get into it. 75 cents. That's good with all the commission, and the price, as you can see, is actually closed below this candle, so we still have a huge chance that the market is going to drop even more. So this is for this one. I just want to see, okay, here is our order block, the next order block. So there's a very high chance that it's actually trying to reach this level to filling this gap that we identified earlier together, but we gotta see how the market reacts and how it plays out. But I'm going to take my trade here and get done for the day. I'm not gonna wait for this order block here to fill in. That's why I don't really care. But we have a huge momentum here because it actually closed below the previous candle, so there's a high chance that it goes down. I keep you posted. So we have two doji candles here, so it means that it's actually indecisive. It doesn't know where it's actually going. However, I don't know why this candle gave me more confidence. I'm not saying that it's definitely going towards my TP, but it just gave me more confidence about my sell trade from here to here. But I'm going to put I'm gonna move my stop loss right here, or I can just, yeah, let's just leave it here. I'm not gonna touch it anymore. But I'm gonna put my TP here. It's more than enough. But let's see if you have any gap left here. So this gap is already tapped into. This order block is still valid because the price didn't break into this order block, so we still have a high chance to maintain our sell trade here. Or you can just simply go here, fill in this gap, and then drop. So sorry, we don't know what's going to happen. But I'm still going to keep my sell trade, no matter what happens. You know, whether it's a win or it's a loss. Okay, I was just looking at NAS 100. It's going crazy, guys. Look at this side. Look at this. See how many gaps we have right here. So I'm definitely bearish on NAS 100 right now because we had a huge drop. We had a break of a structure, we had another break of a structure here, we have so many gaps left right here, and also so many gaps left right here and here. So see, for 3 reasons we know that the market or the price is going to be bearish to fill in these gaps here. So I'm going to be biased on sell. I'm not a biased trader, but you know, I'm just saying. So let's see. Okay, so this is still playing. Apparently it doesn't want to take our TP, but we go back to NAS 100 to kind of analyze this trade right here. Okay, so we had a breakout structure, gaps, gap, gap. If I want to identify the order blocks, we don't have any order block here, it's only gap. So, but here is the interesting part. We had a breakout structure here, correction, continuation. So this is going to be our order block from here to here. If I want to draw it, it's going to be from here to here. It's kind of a wide one. I'm not saying that this is going to be tapped into, but it's actually a high chance that the price is going to tap into this zone right here, or even going further, because even here we have a new one. So we'll see what happens, but you can see one order block right here. See, we have a little bit of gap here. It's still not tapped into for sure. This was a good one. See, order block, spike, retest, retesting the order block, boom, spiked. It's super attractive. Okay, but for this one I'm not going to take any trade here, guys, because we gotta wait for the price to reach to this level at least, because this one is not our order block. As you can see, we had a shadow here, and then the next candle opened inside the order block, so this one is invalid. We gotta wait for this one if you want to keep going short. So yeah, that's for NAS 100, guys. I mean, about 5 minutes. I didn't even go to 1 hour for indices. I don't even go for 1 hour. We had a head and shoulder here, beautiful one, and now it's dropping, breakout structure. Let's see what happens next. So my bias is going to be on Euro USD to see how this why is this one here actually? It was here. Yep, 1-to-1, exactly 1-to-1. Let's see what's going to happen. Still another doji. It gives us more confidence that it's probably trying to go down. The good thing is that we are actually short on Euro USD because of the trend, because of the 5-minute trend. However, so many things might happen. Even a small win is a small win. That's a really good thing that we can have. Over 95% of traders are losing. Okay, one more right here. See, one more momentum exactly right here. I can actually take this trade. I can go for 40, 40, 80. I can go for half if I want to. I'm not saying you guys should do that. I'm just saying that this could be a potential one. So I got two trades. One more here. And I put my stop loss here. That was a risky one. As I said, guys, I don't really care if I get a stopped out. I'm going too small. It's actually super small. So I got two trades here. Let's see how it plays. If I get stopped out, I'm still going to share this video so you can learn when to take a trade and when not to take a trade. I will learn as well. Okay, so another update is that we have this beautiful momentum here again, and now it's kind of respecting this level. It's trying to make a resistance, and now it's consolidating, and now we have two red candles you know, in a row. So it actually gives me even more confidence to be kind of keeping this trade. But as I said, we still have some gaps here, guys. Don't get too confident. Never get so confident about your trades. Don't fall in love with your trades. We still have one more gap here, so it has a high chance to go up, stop me out, fill in this gap, and then drop. But I'm going to take this trade to see what's going to happen, because it's consolidating here. It's not really as strong to go upward. However, in 4 minutes, New York Stock Market Exchange is going to open, and it's going to fluctuate a little bit, but I'm going to see which direction it's going towards. Okay, so as you can see, this trader was a loser trader. I could actually expect that because of this gap. As I said, never get biased with your trades. So I'm going to remove this one, and then I'm going to show you exactly why I got stopped out. So because guys, whenever you open a trade in a 5-minute time frame, it shouldn't take that long to take your TP. It should like probably take you a few minutes. That's why kind of stopped us out because of this consolidation here, and then we have this huge bullish engulfing pattern, and then breakout, correction, and then continuation. So it kind of stopped me out. That's totally fine. We're gonna wait for this order block to get filled out. This is for 1 minute, and for so I'm gonna remove this because it's invalid. I got stopped out here. That was a really good lesson. And here we have a very small gap. So if I go back to 5 minutes, 1 minute is super choppy. You see here that it's trying to have a break of a structure here. So if it's trying to have a break of a structure, so there's a high chance that it's going to this level to fill in this gap and then come back to our level. Okay, unfortunately it just wanted to stop us out and then drop significantly like crazy. Wow. You know what, because it was actually supposed to be right here. See, we have this gap right here, and I actually put my alarm here, so I'm gonna remove this. But it is what it is. It has stopped us out. It created a order block right here. So if you remember, we took our trade here, we put our stop loss here, and our target and our TP right here. But it has stopped us out, and then boom, went towards our direction, which is, well, it happens, Yeah, that's for this trade, guys. It was a good trade in my opinion. I couldn't widen my stop loss more than that because here is absolutely enough. I didn't want to put it here. It would be too bad for my risk to reward ratio. I'm going to share this video on YouTube so you guys can learn how to identify the order blocks and what you need to do when you get stopped out. So this was kind of a chance because it was really unexpected that we have this huge drop here after this head and shoulder. It's probably a head and shoulder, but even if I want to enter the trade here, that would be still late because then I had to put my stop loss right here and even here. Okay, that would be a one-on-one trade, but we couldn't expect to see this huge drop. We couldn't take a risk. If you want to take this trade here, we would have put our target point here and our stop loss here, and then it would be a good trade. But unfortunately it happened. We got stopped out here. I didn't take the trade anymore because it made our order block invalid, and there was no reason that I had to re-enter the trade. So yeah, I hope that you got some value from this video, guys. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so next time when I upload a live video you get notified. Thank you so much, guys. And one more thing about the EA, we recently updated our EA. I'm gonna show you all the results for the EA that I've been using. I'm not really actively trading anymore. My EA is going to do everything for me. So if you want to trade completely hands-free and you want to gain 8% to 20% profit every month, go check out the smarteaincubator.com. The link is in the description, and if you have any question, feel free to ask me. Thank you so much and have a great day.